Welcome back, everybody. As you know, I never get enough of the wonderful music and personality of Grace VanderWaal. This is an interview that she and the director of Stargirl did in August of 2019 at the D23 Expo. I'm afraid I don't know the name of the gentleman sitting there who's going to interview them. This was clued to me by Terry Lou, my subscriber. Thank you very much, Terry Lou. I sure appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to this. Julia Hart was evidently quite sweet with Grace during the production of Stargirl, and I hear she's a wonderful person. She did a great job with Stargirl, and I just can't wait to see what gets said on this. So this was 5 months before Stargirl actually came out on Disney Plus, and I've watched it many times. So he's about to introduce them. This is going to be about 20 minutes, I think, something like that. So let's just jump in and enjoy.
Please help me welcoming to the stage our Stargirl director and co-writer, Julia Hart, and our very own Stargirl, Grace VanderWaal.
I hope the video on this is going to be good. Love that outfit.
So, we have a little bottle of water here.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
I like your costumes.
Grace has that Letters Volume 1 look.
You know, I don't know if that was a big enough round of applause. Let's hear it for Julia and Grace, everybody.
I love Julia's face. She has a wonderful face.
So, Grace is really the perfect casting for this movie. She is our very own Disney Stargirl. And on top of that, you won't be able to tell in the movie, which I've seen, and it is so phenomenal. Great job, Julia.
Thanks.
But what's amazing is it's also Grace's acting debut. I have to ask, and I'm sure everybody here is curious, what was it about the role of Stargirl that made you want to do it?
I mean, I was incredibly lucky to have Julia here to support me, and I'll never forget I got offered the role, and I was kind of unsure, but I love the story. I love the book. You all should read the book if you haven't read the book. And I remember we Skype called about it before I even sent in an audition, which already showed, I feel like, how considerate you were, and I hadn't even said I was even more than interested, and you still took out your time.
Isn't it just impressive that Grace gets asked a question by the male interviewer, but when she's answering the question, she's directing all the compliments straight to Julia's face. She's such a wonderful, thoughtful person, isn't she?
And I don't know, I just got this great energy and just knew, like, I should probably do this.
And Julia, what was it about Grace that made you feel like, okay, this is the only young woman who could play this role?
Well, when the person who is a part comes to audition for the part, you have to cast them in the part. I mean, Grace is Stargirl, and so I cast her as Stargirl.
Wow. Impressive.
She just has, she obviously has incredible talent.
Well, you guys worked together before, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you had. Oh, I thought you...
She was about to go into more stuff on Grace, and he interrupts her. Oh my God. Really?
Knew each other a little bit.
No.
That's so funny because you come across as like dear old friends.
Well, that's what happens when you make a movie with her. But she obviously has incredible talent in the music world, and it was so exciting to see that talent is absolutely matched in terms of acting. And she just has such a natural ability and such just like joy and passion, and it just comes across in every scene in the movie and in her audition, which was incredible. So.
Yes, I remember when the studio, when everybody at Disney got to see Grace's audition, everybody was like, I can't believe that this book came out before, you were even an idea. But the role really was based on. How many people here have actually read Stargirl? Oh, okay, good. A lot of you. So, all right, good. Well, wait till you see the movie premiering on Disney Plus.
2020.
I have a couple of other questions for you guys. I want to find some of the good ones.
I love how she jumps in. She just can't control that sense of humor, can she? 2020.
Oh, okay. So, without giving too much away, what was the best part of the production for both of you in making the movie?
For me, it was the kids. I used to be, before I became a film director, I was a high school English teacher. And I just love being around young people. They give me so much hope for the future, and often I think get painted in lights that are unfair or are one element of who and what they are. And what was so incredible about making this movie, especially I was making this movie with an 8-week-old baby. So I was like, I had a lot going on.
Wow.
And these
So
kids,
you were a star mom.
and these kids, just, it's a cast of, you know, Graham and Grace and Karen and Julio Cesar and just all of these amazing, amazing young people who, they all fell in love with each other making the movie, and they had the best time, and they were all kind to each other and supportive of each other. And that energy comes across on screen, and I'm so grateful for it. It gave me life just making the movie, and I hope that people can feel that when they see it.
My gosh, y'all, this is just kind of making me tear up over and over. So I apologize ahead of time. I just love all the love that's coming out here. Wow.
What about you, Grace?
Yeah, I can't agree more. Definitely the best part was the cast, and of course the whole process of seeing how a movie is made. And I definitely don't look at movies the same now, but in a good way. Same thing for music. When I started making music, I don't really listen to music the same. I can appreciate it more. And so I'm grateful for the whole experience, and of course the cast. Everything she said. I mean, the cast is amazing. We're all best friends, and that love definitely comes through the screen. And I think that's what makes the movie so lovable, and like you can connect so well with it because it truly is real. We're not just reading lines. I feel like all of us really went on the ride of the movie with it.
Isn't she eloquent? Was this August 2019? So she is 15 and a half right here. 15 and a half. And how poised she is on stage. Even elegantly postured. Even more so. She's not slumping a little bit like Julia. I mean, nothing, Julia's just, she's elegant herself. But I'm just so always impressed by Grace's presence.
Is acting something you were planning on doing? Because you obviously
Good
have
question.
such a gift as a performer and a songwriter and a singer, but was acting part of your dream as a little girl?
No.
I've always been over dramatic as a little girl. But
Yeah.
music has always been my passion, and especially after America's Got Talent, I really didn't want to do acting at all, just because I felt like that was just a specific path that I didn't want to go down. But I feel like Stargirl was really perfect and kind of like meant to be, even though that sounds like so cheesy.
Seriously.
Because you have to see the movie to understand. Like, I feel like you guys know what I mean when I say like down that specific path of like singing and then to acting. But Stargirl, like, it's not like, it just, I can't even, it's just not just
acting.
a movie. Like, it just has such feeling and emotion, and it's just as special to me as releasing a piece of music that I love, and that's why I feel like it was perfect for me.
When I say not acting, of course it's acting. What I meant is that it's so her personality that, yeah, of course, her acting is phenomenal. I've said that before, but it's almost like all she has to do is be herself.
You're gonna make me cry.
You're gonna make me cry.
Both cry.
You're gonna make me
Let's
cry.
all cry.
Well, before we cry, let's talk about some of the fun stuff, because one of the things about the movie that's so special for everybody who's read the book and those who haven't read the book, you're gonna read it or wait for the movie because it's also really good, is that the movie has some great, really great moments of comedy. And I think that you did a beautiful job as a filmmaker, working with an incredible cast to capture the natural spirit of that shows up in the book. And another character in the book is also the place where you shot it. It's a kind of a magical setting. You want to tell us a little bit about what it was like to make it there?
So we shot the film in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it was actually my second film that I shot there. And it is, I mean, New Mexico is called, I thought those were people cheering for Albuquerque for a second.
It's here for Albuquerque!
And you know, New Mexico is called the land of enchantment. It was the perfect place to shoot Stargirl. It is at the sky, literally every night. You're like, that's the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. No, that's the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. And it's just such a magical place. And it really did become a character in the movie. Bryce Fortner, our director of photography, did such a beautiful job capturing all the natural light that the state had to offer.
Yeah, and it shows up in the film. Grace, you have such an amazing style that is your own, for sure. And I know many young women and maybe some guys out here are going to go home and braid their hair like that now. But I tell everybody, like, what is your, like, how do you find inspiration in your look? Because it's so great.
I think you should just do whatever you want to do. When I was younger, I used to think that I needed a style, like I needed to be that girl, like I needed to be the wearing all black girl or the girly girl, but like, I don't know, I've kind of grown out of that, and I feel like this is a great time to share this with people because I feel like everyone should know this. Like, you should just like what you like, point blank, period. Like, if you like something, you wear it. I don't know, that's just, I guess, how I go about it. I feel like that's how Stargirl goes about it too, which I admire a lot.
Yeah, I think Stargirl is a version of our own Disney princess, and I think right now, in no time more than the present, are we celebrating who we really are meant to be at Disney. And you are such an emblem of that now. You're really such an inspiration for all of us in what you do. And Julia, you as well, crafting such a beautiful...
I love when he said that. Grace just got a pleasant smile on her face. Like, you know, I'm not really sure where to take that. I'm just being me. But thank you, you know, very matter of fact. I like how she stays grounded.
Movie that's so intelligent and warm and speaks to all the themes and the attributes of Disney. It's all about compassion and decency and community and openness, and I think the two of you are just examples of that as well. Does everyone agree with me? So, last question, what do you guys each want people to take away when they see this movie? When they leave their, well, they're not going to be watching it at home, or you can watch it actually in the backseat of your car. I was going to say leave the theater, but whatever theater you want.
Be yourself.
It's on D+.
Well, it's funny because, you know, when I was a kid, every Friday night...
I'm just going to interrupt Julia real quick. I mean, the movie is about being yourself. Stargirl, in a brief moment in the movie, decides not to be herself. It makes her miserable. She goes back to being herself, and she's an emblem of independence and joy. Just saying.
My folks would take me to the video store, and I would go straight for the shelf of the big white Disney boxes with the VHS of all those wonderful
clamshell boxes.
Yes. And all
anybody
those,
have any of those like clamshell boxes? Those are collector's items.
And those like wonderful movies that I grew up with, and so I was really excited that I was going to get to be a part of a new generation of that at Disney. You know, making these intimate, grounded, magic movies that I grew up with. For Disney Plus, that, you know, you're not popping a cassette in a VCR, but you are watching it at home with your family, and what a magical experience that can be. And so I feel really excited to be a part of that. And I'll let you talk a little bit about the movie itself and what you hope people take from it.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope. I don't. I guess
Yeah, I don't know. She's so nonchalant. I just love how she is. So chill.
I just hope people take away from the movie that I want to say be yourself, but I feel like there's a better way to say it because it's not only a be yourself movie. There's so much more depth to the movie than just that, and I think it's just about staying true to yourself no matter the sacrifices, because Stargirl definitely did sacrifice a lot to be completely her. She sacrificed Leo and her popularity, and I don't know, I guess most of the whole reason of why she went to public school, which I feel like was a big thing for her. And I think that really shows that it's just like, that's the most important thing, because even if you have those things that you gained to be more happy while being yourself, if you lose yourself and you're left with those things, you'll be unhappy because you won't have your core. And I feel like Stargirl really understood that, and she really knew that even with all those things that made her happier, you can't be happier without happiness to start with.
Amen, sister. Amen. I hope millions of kids watch this interview. Be yourself. Don't sacrifice yourself. To be happy, to get along. There it is, right there, wrapped in a 1-minute capsule by Grace VanderWaal. Thank you very much, Gracie.
Yeah, so that's what makes her a great, unique Disney princess in among herself. She's not royalty, but she's certainly somebody like Belle or Ariel or any of our famous, fabulous characters. Stargirl is her own unique person, has to go through her own heroic journey to become who she's really meant to be, which is great. So we have a surprise following this. I mentioned that Grace is a singer-songwriter and now an actress, an amazing actress.
Is she gonna sing?
And we are so lucky here at D23 for the first time ever. This is your first D23, right?
Yeah.
All right, so for the first time at D23 Expo, Grace has agreed to perform a few songs for us.
Sweet.
So tell all your friends they got seconds until Grace is here. Grace, thank you so much for being here. Julia, thank you so much for being here. And I can't wait for you guys to see the movie when it premieres on Disney Plus in 2020. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more from you, Julia, and Disney. And now I would like to invite Grace and her band to take the stage. It's all yours.
Thank you. Just number one, thank you for all being here and listening to this panel. And
Barely here.
Coming to D23 and caring about Stargirl and everything. I really appreciate it. I'm sure everyone involved with Stargirl appreciates it so much. This song, this song is actually from the movie. It's like kind of the main song
From the movie.
So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's 13.
13, yeah. She's gonna do 13. Ah.
Won't you let me walk you home from school?
It's not very loud, folks. Sorry about that.
Won't you let me meet you at the pool?
Melissa with her.
Maybe Friday I can get tickets for the dance.
Dance.
And I'll take you.
That vibrato.
Ooh.
That's lovely.
Won't you tell your dad, get off my back? Tell him what we said about painting black.
She's just lovely, isn't she?
Rock and roll is here to stay.
So is Melissa.
Come inside, it's okay. And I'll shake you. Ooh.
Love how she changed that up. A higher register. Just having such a good time.
Won't you tell me what you're thinking? Would you be an outlaw for my love? If it's so, well, let me know.
Ah.
If it
scatting it.
I won't make you.
Nice changes. Wow. Somehow even better. How does she do that? She's so enormously lovely.
So this next song is a single of mine called You're So Beautiful.
You're so beautiful. So is this the first time people are going to hear this?
Now we're sadness pouring out. Don't you look out at me now. Is it you or the lights? Get by the evening. Let's get coffee, the vibes fall. We can sit around and talk a lot, but you're so chill, you keep it cool. I'm such a fool. Damn, you're so beautiful, and don't you know it? And don't you? Damn, you're so beautiful, and don't you know it? Don't you? I think you do. Walking up and I say anything. Let's sit down, think of what we could be. If you wanted to say something, you would say you promised me. Walking lightly to my surprise, falling over the field, looking in your eyes. But now I'm questioning. I caught you looking at me. Damn, you're so beautiful, and don't you know it?
Just having fun, isn't she?
Don't you? Damn, you're so beautiful, and don't you know it? Don't you? I think you do. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Messing with my eyes, make me overthink my lines. I think I'm falling blind. Who do you think you are? And who do you think you are? Not looking back to say goodbye. Is it all in my mind? I think it's all in my mind. But damn, you're so beautiful, and don't you know it? Don't you? Ooh, oh, damn, you're so beautiful, and don't you know it? Don't you? Damn, you're so beautiful, and don't you know it? Don't you? 'Cause I think you do. Yeah, I think you do.
Nice changes.
Yeah, I know you do.
That voice, folks. That voice. Let me try to get her and Julia maybe back up on the screen. See if I can get that. Just those two. Yeah. Man, goodness gracious. Just the music first. I just love how she just kind of scattered those out, had a great time. She's got so much ease and presence on stage. It's just pretty stunning for her age, 15 and a half. She just comes across as a veteran, and just 3 years previous on AGT. Wow. Wow. My God, what growth. Just lovely songs. 13, You're So Beautiful. And I think, is this the first time anybody in the world heard You're So Beautiful? Can't remember. Y'all let me know. Anyway, and the interview was just fantastic. I love Julia. I love their connection. They come across as soul sisters, even though they're a generation apart, or almost a generation apart. Grace has so much presence. She's so humble and matter of fact and funny. She's elegant, as the interviewer guy said. It obviously stuns him. And when you look at Grace, she has that sort of what she does. I mean, I don't know about stuff like that. All I know is the final look. She has that way of putting her makeup on, her hair and everything else to make her seem almost ethereal, surreal, so beautiful. And I think that's what the interviewer was talking about. It must have been. I mean, where do you get that? And then of course she comes back and just says, just be yourself. Just do your own beauty. And I was enjoying watching Julia when Grace was talking about that, just kind of nodding her head and getting a slight smile on her face. Julia goes for more of the plainer look, and she's obviously pretty herself, but she doesn't. Grace goes for Grace. Well, Grace is a model, and she just is into that more than Julia. Anyway, and I just love that the sort of shoulder frills and stuff that Grace has on. Anyway, she just has a great presence. I really enjoyed this interview. Learned a lot about them and the fact that the whole cast evidently ended up becoming best friends, which comes through, as Grace said, in the movie itself. Really enjoyed this. Thank you, Terry, for letting me know about it. And yeah, look forward to y'all's comments. Okay, take care of yourselves. Talk to you soon. Bye.